Hi everyone, I'll be analyzing the French film The Untouchables through the lens of Campbell's hero's journey, focusing on Philippe as the hero and examining his emotional transformation using plastic wheel of emotions. So The Untouchables tells the story of Philippe's and Dries. While both characters transform in the movie, I have chosen Philip as the hero because his journey represents a resurrection from emotional death to having a meaningful life. So, stage one, the ordinary world. We met Philip in his luxury mansion surrounded by staff who treats him with excessive care and pity, and he is disconnected from life after his accident and his wife's death. So Philip's experience grief, boredom, and sadness. The excessive care reinforces his feeling of being an object to manage rather than a person to engage with. Stage 2, the call of adventure, arrives when Dries has an interview with Philip and he treats him like a regular person and is unimpressed by his wealth and condition, unlike other people who have interacted with him. Philip experienced surprise and interest for the first time in years because someone treats him like a normal human being. Stage 3, refusal of the call, appears in multiple parts of the beginning of the movie, especially from Philip's staff. They point out that Dries' lack of qualifications and criminal records. So Phillips also experiences doubt, anticipation, and fear in taking this risk, asking himself, what if it goes wrong? So it would be easier and safer to choose someone qualified and predictable. But in stage 4, meeting the mentor, Philip this time takes a chance and hires Dries for a trial period. Dries becomes Philip's mentor, teaching him how to live again, laugh, take risks, and he treats as a whole person. Um, Philip feels hope and joy for the first time since his accident, and in this case, Dries represent the possibility of helping him build a minimum connection again with other people. Stage 5, crossing the threshold. This time, Philip commits to working with Dries despite objections from other people, and he begins leaving the house for other adventures. So his emotion shifts dramatically from sadness to interest, trust, and also joy. So with Dries, Philip is crossing these safety and control into a world of risk and authentic experiences. Uh, Here we also see that Dries engage with him rather than merely observing him than that other staff members in the mansion. Stage 6, test allies and enemies. Philip and Dries face numerous challenges together through the movie, but they also create meaningful memories. They help each other as true friends. And during this stage, despite the challenges Philip faces, he experienced love and joy in their relationship, shows defiance against those who judge them, and develops growing confidence and a genuine connection. Stage 7, the approach. Philip must confront his deepest fear with his pen pal relationship with a woman named Eleanor. He's been writing to her for a long time, but he is terrified to meet in person, fearing this rejection due to his disability. So the emotion here are fear of rejection and anticipation about expressing his feelings despite his disability. The ordeal. Stage 8, Philip's darkest moment. Because of Dre's departure, Philip's emotion hits rock bottom with anger and rage at fate and lust. So he stops caring for himself and refuses to engage with other people. So at this point, we can see that it's more painful because now he knows what life and connections feel like, and also friendship. Stage 9, the reward. Yvonne witnesses Philip's deep depression and realizes he needs Dries. She contacts Dries and convinces him to return. Dries doesn't return this time as an employee but as a genuine friend who cares about Philip's well being. This reunion teaches Philip a lesson that authentic friendship isn't transactional, it exists beyond job titles or paychecks. And his emotional state transformed to one of love, gratitude, and acceptance of both himself and his life circumstance. Stage 10, the road back. With three supports, Philip decides to return to the world of actively pursue a full life, not just physically present but emotionally engaged. With Dre's encouragement, he chooses to take his biggest risk yet or challenge, that is, meeting Eleanor in person. This represents his road back to the world of this authentic human connection and emotional vulnerability. So at this stage, shows Philip actively applying all the lessons that Dries has taught him about living authentically, recognizing his self-worth and taking meaningful risks despite fear. So some of the emotions we can see in Philip's are submission, trust, but also fear and amazement. Stage 11, the resurrection. This is Philip's moment of ultimate transformation. Here we can see that he is facing his greatest fear because Dries arranged for Philip to meet Eleanor at a seaside restaurant, then leaves him to face this moment independently. So we can see that Philip experiences intense terror alongside optimism and trust in the process. So the new Philip that we can see in the movie, reborn through his friendship with Dries, chooses love and risk over safety and isolation. And stage 12, Return with Elixir. While the film doesn't show the date's outcome, it shows a closing text reveals that Philip eventually married with Eleanor and they had children together. So this ending confirms Philip's complete emotional transformation. His final emotional state encompasses admiration for life's possibilities, ecstasy in authentic connection, acceptance of himself exactly as he is, and deep love for others. Thank you.